You could say that we're one of the greener shows on the planet at the moment. And with that in mind, we've got two very special guests in with us at the moment. Hayley, Holt and James Shaw from the Green Party. G'day, team. How are you going?
G'day.
G'day, mate.
G'day, mate.
So the big voting issues are probably going to be housing, right?
Yeah, housing is super critical, and that's been a big story for about 18 months now. But increasingly, we're finding water as well. I mean, water's always been a bit of a nostalgic thing, you know, who we are as a country and all that kind of stuff. But after Havelock North, people are kind of worried about whether they can actually trust what's coming out of their tap, and that's really showing up a lot as well when we get around the country. So people are really worried about that.
Is that, James, because of cow poos?
In part, yeah, but you've also got a problem here in Auckland, right, where you've got a huge amount of runoff directly into the oceans as well from the city system, and so we've got a big infrastructure problem. So it's all of our problem. Like I think a lot of blame gets, directed at farmers, and actually we all need to work together on this one. We can't kind of keep having that Punch and Judy show between the city and the country. It just doesn't work.
How do you do water in your eco home, Leigh?
Off the roof.
Right.
We're running off the spouting, so I'm always about keeping the spouting clean.
In all seriousness here, I'll tell you a big issue. Congestion.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And you were just saying in the break there, Hayley, 800 new cars a day, was it?
No, a week.
Oh, a week?
Yeah.
It doesn't
that's
matter.
way better.
It doesn't matter what time of day it is in Auckland anymore, and I don't want to make this Auckland-centric, but it is a nightmare on the roads. It's absolute chaos. What can the Greens do about that?
I don't know if you've got any Westie listeners.
Yes.
On Hauraki.
Well, about 14, I think.
But it's about rail. It's about light rail out west. It's about public transport, and it's about doing everything all at the same time. Roads, rail and cycle.
And it's good for drivers as well, right? Because, what it does, the most efficient way to move people and freight around is rail. High density, fast rail takes people off the roads, eases the congestion on the roads that we do have.
Yep.
Then, as Hayley said, you've got your cycle lanes and all that kind of stuff. But we spend 90% of our transport budget building more roads.
Yeah.
And transport, it's one of those things where no matter what form you build, people use it. So you build more roads, more people drive. You build more rail, more people catch the train. You build more cycleways, more people cycle.
Build it, they will come.
Precisely.
I was going to talk about Gunja, but we'll talk about that next time we're in. But housing.
Well, the basic thing is you've got to build more houses, right? Everybody knows that. Everybody's talking about that. And you've got to build houses at the bottom end of the market, right? That's how you get the average price down. Some people say it's only about building more supply, and some people say it's only about managing demand, right? Through things like a capital gains tax or restricting, non-resident foreign buyers and so on and so forth. You actually have to do everything, right? You have to do all of that stuff together, and the argument can get very simplistic.
What, the average house is what, 650,000 now, the average house price? Or something?
Yeah, in the country. Here in Auckland, it's 980,000, right?
Yeah, $1 million.
And what was it? The government the other day was saying, we're going to build all these affordable houses, and what they mean by that is under 650,000, right? 650,000 is like 9 times the average Auckland income, and that's like not affordable.
Huge issues. Well, James and Hayley, thank you so much for coming in. I'll tell you what, we're going to make this a regular thing anyway, so we'll see you next Thursday, eh?
Yeah, can we talk about Gunja then?
Yeah, totally.
Anytime. So, don't be a stranger. This is Thursday is the slot for you guys. Pop on in and we'll get into the nitty-gritty.
We'll be here.
Yeah.
Good stuff, team.